This is my practical guide for guys who want real advice from someone who's been through this journey.
What is up, bro? DMITRYS here, and today's guide: how to build a static body, no BS, from HAMZA. Is it worth it? Is it the best way to build a static body? Because my Instagram is DMITRYS and aesthetics on Omegle goes pretty well, so which means I know something about it. HAMZA is a very popular YouTube guy that provides useful information, no BS, for men, but he is not fitness YouTuber, which I am, and let's find out his transformation, his advice. Do I disagree? Do I agree? And maybe is it the best way, better way to build a static body?
I started weightlifting about 5 years ago with the same goals as you. I'm going to try and give you the best real advice I can in hopes of helping other guys who were at my starting point, because honestly, it's unreal how much my life has changed due to this grind.
For sure, when you're transforming your body, your mind is also changing, because find different ways to build your muscles faster, to recover faster, to feel better. And of course, it's the hormones, is how you look, how it impacts on your confidence. And for sure, when you're reaching your goals, you become more and more certain about your life, about more confidence. It's 100% true. So physical activity, of course, is good for health, but not only for like physical health, but for mental health as well. And it seems like pretty athletic man, maybe he did something sports, I don't know. He said he started to lifting weights for the same reason as yours, guys, and probably as mine. So what's the goals?
So I'm going to assume that you want to attract the opposite sex and you believe building a muscular body helps with this.
For the girls, one of the most famous popular reasons to start lifting weights. But bruh, if you think that a static body equals girls, like, not always at all, because your brain matters the most. Okay, maybe not 100 situations because they are different, but brain is more important than the body. How you feel yourself, how confident, is more important than how you look, because fitness industry is so unrealistic, and there are so many guys, so many girls that have six-pack, like shredded look, beach look, all 24/7, and they're unhappy, they are unconfident. Maybe in the photos they feel like, oh, I have whole word, but no, it's not working this way. But you know what? Of course it helps, for sure it helps, because it's first impression, and your body, how you look, is highly associated in how you feel yourself.
Building an attractive physique means to resistance train, that is weightlifting. This makes muscles while focusing on a progressive overload, so that literally just means making progress as you go along.
So his first advice is the resistance training, which means often strength workouts in a gym with weights or with resistance bands or with your body weight, like progressive overload to load the muscle and keep them recover, like make your chest feel uncomfortable, so it's gonna adapt and grow.
Progressive overload, so that literally just means making progress as you go along.
100% agree. To build more muscle, you have to progress overload your muscles. For example, when you started to lifting weights and you benched like 50 pounds or something like that, and then to build your chest bigger, you have to do more weight or more reps or more intensity, which means progressive overload, workout by workout. So my addition here is to hit one body part twice per week as minimum.
You're lifting heavy 3 times a week, focusing on compound movements. This advice is given by guys on Reddit who look like this. Take this advice if you do not want to look attractive.
Yeah, because dirty bulking is making you fat. For sure you will build muscle if you keep progressing overload, but huge calorie surplus is definitely equals more fat on your body. To build a static body, you need lower your set body fat percentage, set point, and more muscle, more like lean physique. Not even shredded, like 12 to 15 body fat percentage is good, like you have six-pack, you have visible abs, not shredded look. And also 12 to 15 body fat percentage is a healthy zone to your body to sustain, to not feel that hungry, to make testosterone, to feel great.
Here is what I call the hierarchy of attractive muscle groups. So starting from number 1, abs.
So HAMZA suggests you to prioritize the muscle groups that create the static body the most, and he's not suggesting you like specific exercise, which is correct, which is pretty right, because you can build a static chest using bench press or push-ups or cable flies or dips or whatever exercise. I'd rather say the best exercise for you is the one that you're passionate about it, that you're happy to do, that you're excited to do. And for sure, safety is not the last thing. Here's the list that HAMZA suggests: abs, neck, delts, arms, and back, chest, and legs. And do you agree? Of course not, because abs, how can it be the first thing? Because abs is the muscle group which visibility highly depends on your body fat percentage. You can hit your abs like every day or twice per week or whatever, but if your body fat percentage is very high, like above 15, or it depends on your genetics, how your body store that fat, yes, I agree that abs probably the most important for a static look. Maybe close to chest and shoulders, but it's not about workouts, it's about your kitchen.
The importance of abs in terms of attractiveness is huge. Every single person you meet will know what developed abs look like.
And he's showing the picture of himself, pretty visible abs, like full six-pack. I think it's not digit body fat percentage, but around 12, 30 or something like that. If you have that body fat percentage that allow you to see your abs, of course, like train your abs as much as they want. But if your body fat percentage is higher, put the fork down and stick to the calorie deficit to see the abs, no matter you train abs or you don't.
Number 2, the neck. I bet you aren't training your neck, and you've probably never even heard of neck training before. This makes an insane difference in your physique, just trust me. Thicker, muscular neck makes you look a lot more masculine and less like a little boy.
Actually, I agree with it, but I never in my entire life trained my neck. I have neck genetics. But does it mean the neck is the number 2 in the list of the most prioritizing muscle groups to build a static body? I think no.
Shoulders, specifically the lateral delts. Lateral just means side, so this literally just means the side of your shoulder.
Specifically the lateral delts, because lateral delts create that 3D effects. Also important thing for natural lifters, especially because if you're doing like lateral raises for your mid delts, it can build like crazy difference in your look in 5 or 10 seconds. Get pumped.
Other parts of your shoulder muscle like the traps, the front delts and the rear delts are really important as well, but I believe the lateral delts should be a much bigger priority.
I agree 50-50, because if you prioritize your mid delts, not rear or not front, it's not creating that aesthetic body, because it's not 3D delts and not that V-shape that we want. I'd rather say prioritize your mid and rear delts, and front delts, okay, maybe not prioritize, like do some bench press, not prioritize, but mid and rear is what you need.
Arms, including forearms. Just like the neck, this is a body part that is generally always visible, so any progress you make here will be very obvious.
Number 4, arms, and probably this is the most common building muscle group in a gym. Guys always love to do arm day every day, not leg day. They're skipping leg day and do arms. Arms, biceps curls, dumbbell biceps curls, incline dumbbell bicep curl, Arnold curls, so many different exercises for biceps, and they're skipping legs and shoulders. Don't be that guy. And from my own experience, then your arms is bigger than your shoulders, your body looks like more triangle, but not this, like this. Huge arms and not big shoulders is not what you need. That's why arms is number 4 and shoulders gonna be more prioritized than the arms. And what about forearms? I agree as well, because if you have big arms and big shoulders and skinny like that finger forearms, it looks strange. It's not look aesthetic. And it seems like I have that skinny forearms. I need to improve it.
Back and legs. I've put these at the lowest hierarchy. Don't get me wrong, don't skip these days and don't not train them.
Number 5, back, chest and legs. And this is, for me, is not good, because how it can be number 5? Just imagine you build your delts, you build your arms, you build your neck, even neck, but your back is skinny. How is this possible? Okay, I'm being too dramatic, but it's strange that back, chest and legs is only number 5. I'd rather say to number 2 or 3, but not number 5. No.
I still train back and legs twice a week and I hit them hard. I make progress on them.
Good advice. Don't skip leg day, don't skip any day. Just stick to the plan and you will get your progress, because consistent is the most important thing regards workouts, regards diet, regards weight loss or whatever. Be consistent, be patient, and you build your aesthetic physique. So what is the list by my own opinion? I'd rather say that the first things first you should prioritize is your chest and shoulders and back. 3 muscle groups: chest, shoulders and back, that can create that V shape and at the same time lower your body fat percentage for the healthiest range. Then number 2 is your legs, not arms at all, because legs is the muscle group that can help you to look very aesthetic, like V shape here, massive legs, and that makes your waist look smaller. And then number 3 is your arms and forearms, number 4 is your neck, and number 5 is your abs, because you can even train your abs like at all, but lower your fat percentage and your abs will be pretty visible. But if you want like massive abs, more massive abs, of course you can work out and abs will be even more visible.
Diet. You can get into this to optimize your performance in the gym, but generally a lot of people get off put due to the diet changes most guides will tell you.
Diet is the thing that people love to skip for the first time joining in the gym really often, because they can work out really hard but then go home and just not eat or overeat if you wanted to lose weight. Not eating enough protein is one of the most main problem where you are not building your muscles, because muscles needs protein, muscles need amino acid to build. If you haven't enough protein and you work out, you can bench press like crazy, but if you haven't enough protein, you're not gonna build muscle. And of course protein is not all regards building muscles. You need healthy diet, healthy meal plans that can provide your body be productive, be healthy, feel good, enough protein, enough fibers, enough carbs, enough fats, enough minerals and vitamins and all of that stuff, and of course your water balance.
Always try to be lean bulking. That pretty much just means to eat slightly more than you do now.
You can track your meals, you can not to track, but for the first time as you're a beginner, I'd rather suggest you to track it, because how will you find how much protein do you really eat? Like, how? Maybe you think you eat 130 grams of protein and you need this amount, but you under eating and you eat only 100, which means not enough protein, which means not building so much muscles that you want. So tracking your calories, macros, protein and all of that stuff for the first time is very helpful to understand how much you really need, how much you really eat, and how your body responds on some different numbers.
The equivalent of 2 slices of toast on top of what you generally eat will cause you to gain around half a pound a week.
Lean bulking, totally agree, like 100%. You don't need to dirty bulk at all. You don't need that extra fat, extra calories to build that extra muscles. Like slowly calorie deficit, maybe if you under healthy body fat percentage, like single digit body fat, probably, maybe. But main gaining or slightly calorie surplus, like slightly, just a little bit, to feel good and not to get fat.
You can't out-train a bad diet. Balls. You can't out-train a bad diet, I can.
You can out-train a bad diet. He is right, because I'm a junk lover too, and I can't do like 4 or 5 hours of cardio every single day just to eat extra cake, which is crazy and which is stupid, but you can. And okay, if you eat like 15,000 calories in a day, probably you don't overtrain it. So eating healthy is not about building muscles, and it's not about like aesthetic physique. It's about feel good yourself. It's about being healthy. You can build muscle with junk food, but it's not healthy for your body, and how your body feel is highly associated with how long you live, how quality your life is, and how your workouts can be effective, how your sleep can be effective. So it's a quality of your life.
So don't think that to build an attractive body, you need to just eat chicken and rice and broccoli and you can't ever have a burger.
100% agree. This is true fact. Calorie surplus. This is what makes you fat. Not burgers, not fries, not ice creams, calorie surplus. You can eat buckwheat or oatmeal or chicken, and being in a calorie surplus, you will gain fat. Or you probably can go to McDonald's every day and be in a calorie deficit and you will lose fat. So energy balance, that really matters.
Learn that all foods consist of protein, fats and carbs. This type of knowledge just opens up your mind. You learn that there's no such thing as bad food.
Learn more information. Like, strive to be better version of yourself than you was before, regards not only workouts but regards information, regards nutrition, regards your health, regards how your body responding, because all these things can help you to not only build your static body, but be better person. For example, now I work out like 8 or 9 years, I don't even remember how much, and still every day I'm learning something. I'm watching videos, I'm reading researches or whatever, because this new information can help you. Maybe some pieces of that little information that you can impact on your workouts can improve you and can help you, and which is great. So don't be a couch potato. Train your muscles, train your brain.
Sleep is very important. Get more than 8 hours. Everyone will tell you to get 6 to 8. No, get 8 to 10.
The next thing is sleep. One of the most underrated area in human beings regards gym, and not only, because sleep is how you feel yourself throughout the day, how bad or how good, how fast you can recover, from illness or from your workouts or from your mental stress. And HAMZA suggests sleep more than 8 hours, which is pretty high numbers. Maybe you need less, maybe you need more. I'd rather say sleep enough. What is enough? Enough is like when you wake up and you don't feel tired. When you wake up without alarm and you feel great, you feel like you rested. Yeah, 6 to 7 hours if you're working out, especially if you're on a diet trying to lose weight or building muscle, it's not the best way, and the less sleep you have, the more hungrier you are.
There's no such thing as overtraining, it's under recovering.
Very, very important thought. It's not about overtraining, it's about under recovering. So sleep is important, eating is important, eating healthy and enough is important.
There's some of the ones that you can take. A lot of them are just waste money.
Supplements. HAMZA suggests creatine, protein powder, vitamin D and zinc. And he's not suggesting like the top list, like creatine is the first one or protein powder the second. I can say I agree. Like, creatine is one of the most famous, one of the greatest supplement that can really work, that can improve your performance in the gym, that can help you build strength and build your aesthetic body. That's proven, that typically and basically and literally proven. So creatine works, as well as protein powder if you haven't enough protein in your diet. But if you have enough protein on your diet, for example, protein powder don't give you like extra gains or some extra benefits. So the main idea here is to supplement your diet. If you don't have enough, for example, zinc or magnesium or potassium or protein powder or vitamin C or vitamin D, you just supplement it to have it enough to help your body build your muscles, to recover from not just gym but from your daily activity, to feel good, to be healthy, to be happy body. You know what I mean.
So the scenario can be changed by the variables. What that literally just means is that there's factors that go into the exercise session, like the music you listen to, the clothes you wear.
Yes, there are a lot of different factors like gym's clothing, what temperature in the gym and so on. But stick to the basics, bro. And if you need some details, of course, I need to make a video like no BS guide to build a static body, but from myself with digits, like that amount of protein and that amount of sleep, or that amount of carb that you need, or that amount of fats, and how many exercise you can do, how much sets you need to do. That information you can find on Jeff Nippert or Greg Doucette's channel or different other channels, but of course I will do it by myself on my. So if that video will get pretty nice feedback. For sure, I will do it more. I want to share with you more useful information, more like information from myself, from my own experience that actually works on me and on my clients. And if you need the training program like coaching and meal plans, please DM me in Instagram or go to my site DMITRYS.com. So this is it, bro. Stay consistent, stay aesthetic, and be patient to reach your goals, not only in the gym. And of course, watch another videos like here or here or here, I don't know, and like that video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.